Hey everyone, stick with Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we post videos, tap the bell. If you want to subscribe to our options trading live channel, I go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. Link is below in the description. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, link is below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. Now, if you made money today, comment below got paid. If you lost money today, comment learned a lesson. Let me know how you did. And if you could do me a favor, hit the like button for the YouTube algo. Now, today is going to be kind of a little bit of a different video. Going to do a little bit of a recap, kind of explain to you what I learned this week. I would definitely think this week was hard fought for me. I'm going to kind of go over my P&L here in just a second. So this week was probably a little bit harder week to trade just because we were so range bound. We basically, the Qs are basically at the same price. Let me just show you real quick before I go over my P&L. The Qs opened up here on Monday, 27.81, 271.80 area, closed at 272 basically. So basically unchanged. We opened here, we closed here. We did dip, we did rip, and we closed the same price essentially. So, there was a lot of fear in the market, especially Monday or Tuesday, and I definitely felt like I was always playing defense. Since Monday, I just felt like I was playing defense. And looking back at my P&L, it appears that I actually did fairly well this week. It just always felt like, I don't know why, it just always felt like I was in the red. Even though I was closing green every day, I just always felt like I was in the red. But today, I did close down the day, as you can see here, about $1,200, $1,300. I took pretty steep losses on DKNG. I took a loss on DOCU, and the rest was just kind of flat. I am rolling in some trades. We'll go over here in a little bit on Netflix, Nvidia, and Zoom coming up on. I got some debit spreads on, but before we get into that, let me show you here. I think first and foremost is not to get discouraged, because starting this week, August 11th here, I came out, I made $548 on Square. I'm talking about the realized column. I lost $88 here. Tesla was actually in the red, okay? Tesla was still in the red. This was before the whole stock split thing. I was actually sucking it pretty bad. I was down on Tesla. I was down on DocuSign. I was down on DKNG. And I just felt like, as always, just playing catch up. And I wanted to get, basically you go into defense mode. Some people, what happens when you're losing? What happens when you're losing the market? Most people just kind of curl up in a ball and take the beating, or what you can do is fight back. So I get into full defense mode and say, okay, these are the positions that are currently red. What are we going to do? What are we going to do right now to offset these losses? So Monday, we were taking a little bit of beating. I had a nice day trade, made $550 on Square. So I did close out the day green on the realized column, but on my unrealized column, I was taking a little bit of a beating. Then on Tuesday, kind of going over this, DKNG, again, the loss wasn't actually this bad, because my max loss, as you can see, was $660. This was just some bad marks. But, I'm taking a beating here on the unrealized, right? I'm down $600. I'm down another $600 on DocuSign, which I finally closed out the $600 loss on DocuSign. I closed out the $600. I was bag holding that all week. I was just carrying them bags. I'm like, are we going to work this out? Is it going to happen? So, but as you can see, I was killing it on the realized. This is when I went from a loss on Tesla to up $850 because it rebounded hard due to the stock split news. And then I made another $250 on Square. So within 2 days, I made $800 on Square. I made another $800 on Tesla, and I made a little amount on Nvidia, right? So my realized, as you can see, my realized column, I'm killing it. But on my unrealized, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm just playing defense. So all this to say, it's kind of adding up to the end of the week. And then yesterday, again, killed it on the realized column. Unrealized wasn't looking so good. I was still down on DocuSign, but it was looking better. I did make yesterday, I made $550 from naked DKNG calls. I bought the 31 calls when we had that massive dip due to the college news. I bought the dip because, as you can see here, I just closed out this spread. I had a spread on for earnings. I lost $660, but because I had calls, it's offset. Really, my realized loss on DKNG for this week is $110. So $110, I made back $550. So we started playing smart. We played, I knew we were gonna probably take a loss on DocuSign. There was no way around it. But all you can do is kind of push through the pain. And as you can see, just keep pushing out green. I made $200 on Lyft earnings. Made another 110 on Square. Made 177 on Zoom yesterday. And I would say Square absolutely is what saved me this week. Between Square and Tesla, those two saved me because I knew that DKNG and DocuSign, as you can see right now, I had to take the loss. Sorry, this is going off. Hold on. Sorry, I'm resetting a computer behind me, and it is deciding to go off right now in the middle of this video. So, all right. So I knew DKNG and DOCU, I was going to take a hit. I was holding DKNG and DOCU all week, basically max loss. So I traded my way back into profitability. I mean, it was a hard fought, but as you can see, like if you're carrying losses like this all week, you can still make good trades. I mean, don't let your mentality defeat you. Don't let your mentality of just having those losing trades on. Like, I think we beat ourselves up way too much in regards to having a losing position on. If we have a losing position on, we tend to just to kind of like beat ourselves up, and we actually dig ourselves into a bigger hole. So what can we do about that? What can we do is we can just concentrate on the next trade. Like, I didn't even realize, like, when I got to the end of the week here, Friday, I didn't actually realize how well I did this week, actually, because all I feel like at the end of the week is, man, I just took a $1,200 loss, right? But I went back through my P&L, and this is why it's good to kind of keep track of your P&L. Like, this is my P&L here. I screenshot it every day. I go in here, keep a track of it. This is the Discord, by the way. So if you're a member, you can kind of follow along with me, how well I did, how poor I did, and just kind of follow along. So it kind of helps when you have a losing day like this. Know that at the end, I knew on Monday and Tuesday I was gonna be at a loss on DKNG and DOCU. But what did I do? I fought back. I came through, pushed through green every single day on the realized column. Today was the only day that I had realized losses. Today was the only day I had realized losses. And now my P&L is relatively cleaned up. Now that I got those losses out of there, right? Took those losses out, took DKNG loss out, take DOCU out, we're cleared up. So now I have a Netflix debit spread. I had the 500 call, the 505 call down small on this for 2 weeks out. I have an NVIDIA, kind of a run up into earnings. I'm looking for it to push a little bit higher. NVIDIA, I had the 470 call and I sold the 480 call for 2 weeks. NVIDIA was holding up pretty nice. Market was selling. NVIDIA was holding up nicely. Here, actually moving up. It's 462. It did touch 468 twice here, 468, 467. So I'm looking for it to push a little bit higher, probably like 490 into earnings, see if people want to pile in there, and then I can exit that position. IV right now on NVIDIA, relatively low. Like the week that I got is only 58%. Next week, 66%. So I'm looking for IV to expand a little bit, help out my position. That's why I put on a debit spread. And then I'm in Zoom as well. So I made $177 in Zoom, and then I rolled out to a further expiration, and I went up, but a Zoom came down a little bit, which is why I'm down a little bit on this trade. I'm down 30%. So I'm long the 260 call and short the 265 call. So right now I'm in a good place, just chilling. I have only 3 positions on. I didn't get a fill. I was trying to get a fill on INTC to sell some premium I was trying to sell at the monthly here. I was trying to strangle the 50 and the 47.5. I was trying to get $1.25, and I had it in there all day. It just never filled. Just couldn't get to $1.25. I mean, maybe it would have filled at $1.20. Who knows? But what I liked about INTC was not that I really liked what they're doing. I like that it could just burn some premium in the background, use some capital. I think it's just going to sit here. I think it could push a little bit higher, maybe to 50, 52. And what I want to do is just kind of burn some premium up while, if you have some cash in your account, you can do some trades like this. It's like you think it's going to pop. You just don't know when. So let the premium sit there and just sit on it. Just chill, and that's what I plan to do. Maybe it'll get a nice dip. Maybe it'll get a nice dip next week. I don't know. But at the looks of it, it doesn't look like we're going to get much of a dip, So I just want to be a quick video. I want to be a little bit of inspiration. Even though you're down, you can still make profitable trades. You can still push through. Sorry about halfway through the video. I mean, I'm not even going to cut it out. I'm not even mad. We're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna keep it natural, right? So you can push through. Just because you're red, don't let that define you. Don't let a red trade mess up your mindset. You still look how many profitable trades I had. I had 2 bad trades. Look how many good trades I did. It just happens those two trades cost a lot. But look how many good trades I had this week. And that gives you motivation to push on. That gives you motivation to keep pushing forward. So if you watch this video to the end, comment watch to the end. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.